go here. The 2019 Roar Fuel Off-Road Nationals. Truck A main. Who's going to be our 2019 national champion? We're about to find out. Off and underway. Here we go. A good, clean start for your front runners in this one. Ryan Mayfield right out of the gate leading us out here. The Team Mugansiki driver. Mayfield already putting a little bit of a gap there on Spencer Ripken here. Ripken in the number 2 spot. Tanner Stees, the X-Ray, in 3rd. Tessmann in 4th. It looks like Bornhorst may have worked his way up a few spots here. As they come back around, look at this. This is the first race of the day. I don't think a marshal had to touch a car on start.
So Cav getting into Tessmann a little bit. No harm, no foul.
A lot of racing left to go. Look at Ryan Mayfield already out to a 7/10 of a second lead here. That doesn't sound like much, but after only one lap, if he can continue that pace, Mayfield trying to check out.
Big mover is going to be Alex K from the 14th spot to the 10.
Looking here at Spencer Ripken in that number 2 spot. Now remember, Spencer Ripken and Ryan Mayfield, they were the only two really in the running for the top spot in qualifying here in truck. Tanner Stees right there behind Rivkin, followed up by Tessmann, Cavalieri, Tebo, Bornhorst, Champlin, Tollard, Kosciuszek, Lutz, Vail, Ogden, Phend, and VanDalen.
Interesting to note that these guys, the lap times are higher than we've seen. So I'm going to assume we're running full tread indoor tires right now. So it's going to take a little bit longer for them to break in. But these guys won't have to worry as much at the end of the race. Oh, Tanner Stees getting loose. That's going to let Tessmann go to the 3 spot.
Well, Stees was getting right up on the back door of Spencer Ripken before that mistake, and now Stees has got Cavalieri behind him. Ty Tessmann on the back side of the track there, working his way around. Two minutes down, 43 to go here in this one. Ryan Mayfield, Spencer Ripken, Ty Tessmann, Tanner Stees, your top 4. Ryan Cavalieri in the number 5 spot. Jared Tebo in the 6th spot. Bornhorst in the 7. Champlin, Tollard, Kosciuszek, Lutz, Vail, Ogden, Phend, and VanDalen, your running order. Oh, Ryan Lutz trying to make a move there on Kosciuszek, it looked like, diving to the inside. There's Ty Tessmann. Tessmann up and over the Thornhill. Step up he goes right now, trying to chase down Spencer Ripken in 2nd.
He's got a very racy Tanner Stees behind him, though.
A little mistake there for Ripken. That's going to allow Ty Tessmann up into 2nd. Now Ripken dropping back to the number 3 spot. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th all right there together. Look at this. Ryan Mayfield already out to a 3.8 second lead.
This is not at all what you want to do with Ryan Mayfield.
Absolutely not.
We talked about it yesterday. One of the most opportunistic drivers ever.
We're only 3 minutes into this one, and he's got a 3.8 second lead. Here they come now, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th down the front stretch. Tanner Stees on the back door. Spencer Ripken now. Ty Tessmann in the number 2 spot. Last time by the line, Ty Tessmann fast lap of the race at 29.5. The only other driver to click a 29.5 is Ryan Mayfield, your race leader. Last time by for Mayfield was a 29.9. Here they come back around to the front side. We're looking at Spencer Ripken as he crosses the line in the number 3 spot. Ripken now with a 29.550. So your top 3 drivers all with fast laps of a 29.5. It's getting faster here, and we're only 3 minutes and 45 seconds into this one. Mayfield out front with a 3.4 second lead. You can see Mayfield about a straightaway length apart right now from Tessmann and Rivkin.
So Spencer Ripken with his fast lap of the race on the previous lap at 29.5. Tanner Stees now with a 29.5.
Wow.
Lap time's getting quicker. These tires, quite similar to 10 scale electric tires, take a little bit to break in, especially if you don't scuff them in to begin with. These guys are praying that they're going to make it all the way to the 45-minute mark. So I'm sure they were running on either new tires or much closer to new tires than they were in qualifying.
That was my next question is, you're talking about the tires need to break in. If we're already seeing these fast laps and perhaps the tires already starting to break in at the end of 45 minutes, what are these tires going to look like?
Full slicked.
Just nothing.
You'll see the ribbing.
Nothing at all. Ryan Mayfield out front. The Mugen CJ Concepts driver, Ty Tessmann, the X-Ray Pro line in second. Spencer Ripken, the Associated J Concepts driver, in third, followed by Tanner Stees with the X-Ray. Ryan Cavalieri with the S-Works in fifth. As they come back down the front stretch here, we're looking at Ty Tessmann in the number 2 spot. Tessmann looking pretty solid right now, 29.7 that time by. Mayfield at 29.6. Ripken with a 30.3.
So our winner last year in the Truck A main was Ty Tessmann. He took both classes.
So Tessmann trying to defend his national championship here this year at Thornhill. Ryan Mayfield doesn't want him to do that.
No. Not in the slightest. Jared Tebo now getting into the 29.5 club. Bornhorst starting to pick it up, 29.8. Broc Champlin with his fastest lap of the race is 29.8. Lutz with his fastest lap, 29.9. And Cole Ogden in the 11th spot with a 29.5.
Look at Kosciuszek, 29.4. Fastest lap of the race, sitting in 12th.
It is really, really difficult to start all the way down in the last 3 spots and try to go forward, especially in something like this.
Here they come back around right now. Up and over the step up they go. Ryan Mayfield, the Mugen-Siki driver, leading this one. Onto the left-hand side, drops down the front stretch here. Mayfield, Tessmann, Rivkin, Stees, Cavalieri, Tebo, Bornhorst, Champlin, Lutz, Ogden, Tollard, Kosciuszek, Phend, VanDalen, and Vail.
So Mayfield went out to a 3-second lead early, but he's still at exactly a 3-second lead. So he and Tessmann swapping laps back and forth.
Going Spencer Ripken right now.
Oh, wow.
Oh, buddy.
Mayfield with a little wheel hop. We've got Rivkin and Stees running 3rd and 4th. Arizona boys. I think it's also interesting to note that Arizona racers are in 1st, 3rd, and 4th.
Interesting.
Something in the water there, or in the heat index.
Perhaps maybe more familiar with this type of track surface?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, hey, you know, hey. Well, Mayfield out front leading the way here. Tessmann in second, Ripken third. Stees, Cavalieri, Tebo. Here's Ryan Mayfield right here, your top qualifier. He started first, and he is looking to finish first here in this one. A lot of racing left to go, though. Going to be coming up on our first set of pit stops before here too long. Tanner Stees already making a pit stop. Looks like Cole Tollard in for fuel.
Tessmann has brought it down to 2 seconds with a 29 flat. Spencer Ripken also with his fastest lap of the race on a 29.3. So things are ramping up right now. Our leader into the pits, Tessmann into the pits. Spencer's going to keep going. At a 45-minute race, it looks like Spencer's going to go for 9 minutes. We'll see on this lap if he comes in.
So Rivkin at this point going to take over the lead here. Up and over the double he goes, dropping down into the back step-up jump now. Rivkin out front. We'll see if he makes his pit stop here. 8:30 down, 36:30 left to go.
In a race where people rarely crash and they're going as fast as these guys are going, having that extra pit stop to your advantage is huge.
Oh, there's Ty Tessmann as he worked his way onto the right-hand side of the track. Tessmann in third, Cavalieri to fourth. Broc Champlin in the number 5 spot. Cavalieri and Champlin have not pitted yet.
So watch for Rivkin, Cavalieri, and Champlin to come in this lap. See what happens. We've got Tessmann and Mayfield battle for second right now. So Spencer into the pits. That's going to put Tessmann back out front, Mayfield in second. But keep that in mind, Spencer has one less pit stop in his pocket.
It looks like Mayfield leading the way. Tessmann right there behind him in the number 2 spot. Tessmann has closed the gap up on your race leader. Up and over the Thornhill step up they go, coming back around here, dropping down, up and over the triple. Back down the front stretch now.
Mayfield with a 29.9, Tessmann with a 29.5, and Spencer Rivkin with a 35.5 pit lap. Jared Tebo running at 4th now. Cavalieri 5th. Champlin, Stees, Lutz, Ogden, Tollard top 10. Bornhorst, Phend, Kosciuszek, VanDalen, and Vail round out the top 15.
Mayfield out front right now, 29.4. His fastest lap. Did you just say that?
I did not.
Okay,
no,
good.
You're
well,
good.
Yep.
So Mayfield now under pressure, ratcheting it up, getting going.
They're going to be coming up on some lap traffic.
It's really hard to get in a mindset when you have like a 3-second lead to keep pushing, because you're so afraid when what Mayfield was talking about yesterday, when everything's hard to drive to make it fast, you're so afraid of crashing. Oh, wow. Dakotah crashing with Mayfield and Tessmann getting around him. So Mayfield back around on a 29.7, Tessmann by on a 29.4. They are separated by 0.7 of a second. Then it's Rivkin in 3rd, Tebo 4th, and Cavalieri 5th. Ripken only 4.2 seconds back, so that pit stop is still in play.
Look at Tessmann. Really closed the gap up here this lap.
This is one of those blood in the water situations. That guy's right in front of you. You can pace off of him. It's a really nice place to be.
I would actually much rather be, as weird as that sounds, I agree with you. I would much rather be in Tessmann's shoes right now than Mayfield this early in the race.
Have to drive a wide truck instead of just pushing. Tessmann makes a mistake. So this is going to stretch it out to about 2 seconds now, maybe 2.5.
Ryan Mayfield takes a deep breath there. He's got a little bit of room now.
You can already kind of see it. He's attacking the corners harder. He doesn't have to worry about the guy behind him. He can just worry about what's in front of him. Got an RC1 Racing instant replay coming.
And it looks like here Ty.
Oh, he just hit the inside pipe. Yeah.
Here they come back around right now. Mayfield out front. Fast lap of this race still going to be Ty Tessmann with a 29.0. No one else has gotten down into the 29 flats so far here in this one. 2.1 seconds separate first and second. Ripken in 3rd. Jared Tebo up to 4th now. Cavalieri in the number 5 spot. Champlin in the 6th spot. Lutz, Ogden, Tollard, Stees, Bornhorst, Kosciuszek, Phend, VanDalen, and Vail.
So Spencer losing about a second that lap. Now he's in dangerous territory, even with the pit stop. He's going to have to pick it up a little bit for that to stay in play. Ryan Cavalieri, 29.2, his quick lap.
I'm not going to lie, I was a little skeptical when Cavalieri made the switch to S-Works. However, he has fit quite well with it. He's making the cars work really, really well.
Hey, he seems to be doing just fine. He's got a good team behind him. Elliott Boots doing quite well as well, taking the Silver State win. Good group of guys.
Well, Mayfield out front, Tessmann in 2nd, Rivkin in 3rd. We're looking at Jared Tebo right now, battling with Ryan Cavalieri. These two drivers have battled together for years and years and years.
Their whole careers.
Yes. From when they started as young pups.
Young pups.
As they work their way over the triple section here, you see Jared Tebo there in the red, white, and blue Techno truck down the front stretch. Cavalieri behind him in the red and yellow S-Works. Broc Champlin in the number 6 spot. Ryan Lutz in the 7 spot. Cole Tollard in the 8. Ogden and Stees rounding out your top 10. Your race leader right now, Ryan Mayfield, with a 3.2 second lead over Ty Tessmann in 2nd. Good look there at the AKA track cam.
They've got a farm truck in between them. All is good now. Spencer with his fastest lap, 29.2. He is about 6 seconds behind Mayfield and 2.7 seconds behind Tessmann. Oh, wow, that was fast.
That was a super dialed line right there for Jared Tebo.
Mayfield with his quick lap. Rivkin with another quick lap. We've got 29.3, 29.2. Tessmann still with the fast lap of a 29 flat.
15 minutes down here, 30 to go in this one.
Tebo's got the dialed line through the plywood section. So Mayfield has stretched it out to a 3.5 second lead. So it was all the way down to less than half a second. Now it's back up to 3.5.
Tebo that time by at 29.6.
Spencer losing a little bit more time to Tessmann with a 30.5. It's ridiculous to me that a 30-second lap time makes you lose time to the guy in front of you.
Yeah, it is pretty wild. Here comes Rivkin along the left side here, the team associated driver down the front stretch now.
So Jared Tebo first one into the pits this time. Actually, Cole Tollard was. Jared Tebo first of the top 5 to go into the pits. So Cavalieri and Rivkin have one pit stop less to do than the rest of the top 5. Mayfield into the pits. Oh, comes out right in front of Spencer Rivkin. Ooh. So the pit stop strategy, while it's helping, it's still not going to give Rivkin the win at the end. He's going to have to get around Mayfield or go a little bit faster after his pit stop. This is a really hard situation to be in. I'd much rather, you know, once you get that second pit stop in at the 18-minute mark, then you just push as hard as you possibly can because you need to be in front of Mayfield coming out of his last stop.
Well, right now, Ryan Mayfield in control here. Spencer Ripken in the number 2 spot now. Ty Tessmann in 3rd. First and second, 0.7 of a second apart here. Should see next lap around maybe for Ripken, bringing it in.
Oh, it'll be close. His pit guys have it all figured out. Those guys are really good. It's nice to have Richard Saxton in your corner for sure.
He's done this a time or two as well.
Once or twice.
17-15 down, 27:45 left to go here. Ryan Mayfield out front, Spencer Ripken in second. Ripken only 0.4 of a second back from your race leader here.
Someone in our chat room saying it looks like Mayfield is just kind of managing right now and saving the truck to the end. I actually kind of agree. I mean, we saw 28-second laps out of Mayfield yesterday. Oh, wow.
Rivkin trying to stick it in on him there. 17:40 down, 27:20 to go.
So Tessmann's still about 3.5 seconds back. He's going to have to pick it up also because at this point, Spencer would beat him at the end of the race.
And as they work their way around here onto the left-hand side, got a feeling we're going to see Rivkin come in for fuel this time around.
I agree. There he goes.
Take a look at our AKA pit lane cam there. He is in and
there he
out.
goes.
Good pit stop for him there. Like Brent Telke and
probably Richard.
Probably, yeah, Richard Saxton pitting for him there.
So this should put Tessmann back into the second place spot. Rivkin back down to 3rd. Cavalieri's up to 4th. Tebo in 5th. So now I'm curious when they come across the line. Oh, Cavalieri with a long lap. Oh, that was his pit lap as well. So Cavalieri being about 6.5 behind. Sorry, never mind. He's about 10.5 behind Tessmann. So he's not going to be close enough to take a spot from Tessmann at the end, even though he's got one less pit stop. So Cavalieri going to need to close it up a little bit as well. He would have enough to beat Tebo at this point, though. So that would shuffle Tebo back down to 5th at the end of the race.
Well, Ryan Mayfield out front in control right now with a 1.7 second lead over Ty Tessmann. Rivkin still in 3rd. Ty still with the fast lap of the race, a 29.0 on lap 15. We're already 40 laps into this race.
Pretty ridiculous.
These drivers on a 90-lap pace right now here in this one.
We're almost to the halfway point.
As they work their way back around here, look at the pit times here. Ty Tessmann's last pit stop, a 4.9-second pit stop.
Yeah.
That is crazy fast.
So Mayfield's with a 1.2-second lead, so the lead is dwindling a little bit again. Tessmann with a 29.2 on the last lap. Mayfield with a 29.8. So Tessmann is closing. 30.1 to a 30.2. So Mayfield pulls out 1/10 of a second that lap. They're kind of yo-yoing. It makes it's so hard to be stuck in a vortex like that where you're just yo-yoing back and forth with the guy in front of you and you can't seem to catch up to him because then the next lap you are 0.2 of a second behind.
Here they come back around down the front stretch now. Ty Tessmann that time at 29.7, Mayfield 29.8. As you just mentioned, the 1/10 of a second that Mayfield had just gained, he handed it right back to him.
Yeah, it's just a yo-yo back and forth. So Rivkin losing a little bit more time. He's gonna have to pick it up if he wants to take the win at the end.
Jared Tebo only going to be 4.9 seconds back from Rivkin. Cavalieri in 5th, Broc Champlin in 6th. Ryan Lutz, Cole Ogden, Cole Tollard, and Joe Bornhorst rounding out your top 10 right now.
And just as you say that, Jared Tebo with his fast lap of the race at 29.3. He's only 4.5 seconds behind Spencer Rivkin now. He's going to need more than that, though, because he is pitting at that 7.5-minute window. So Mayfield had made up some more time on Tessmann, but Tessmann comes by with a 29.7. 29.7 for Rivkin, 29.8 for Tebo, and Ryan Cavalieri with a 29.4.
And Mayfield a bit of a quote-unquote slow lap that time with a 30.1.
Still got that 1.1 second gap, though. So a 29.8 to a 30.4 from Ty Tessmann. And then a 29.6 for Rivkin and a 29, let's see, Jared Tebo long lap. So Jared Tebo into the pits. We are back with our leader Mayfield. They've got Cole Ogden in between him and Tessmann.
Mayfield coming down the front stretch here onto the right-hand side. Ty Tessmann in the number 2 spot, 1.7 seconds back from him. Rivkin in 3rd, 4.6 seconds back from Tessmann. Cavalieri and Tebo after Tebo makes his next pit stop. .21 minutes left to go here in this one. Mayfield now in the pits. Ty Tessmann in the pits as well. So both Mayfield and Tessmann appear to be on the same pit schedule here.
So Tessmann with a quicker pit time. The pit times are getting even faster as they go as well. So tires getting quicker, pit stops getting quicker. Tessmann goes with a 4.6 pit time.
Wow.
Mayfield with a 4.9.
Ty Tessmann, the X-Ray driver, sitting in 2nd right now. Your reigning champ from 2018. Took a double win at Southside Raceway in Florida last year.
Ooh, little mistake right there from Tessmann. So Spencer Ripken is 0.2 behind Ryan Mayfield. Still behind him, though.
This is going to be a wild finish to this one with the different pit strategies we have going.
Oh, yeah. It's going to get really interesting with about 7.5 to go.
25 minutes down, 20 to go. We're past the halfway mark here in this one. Ryan Mayfield working his way around there. You see Spencer Ripken right there behind him for that number 2 spot.
Oh, Rivkin pulling up on this lap. Mayfield is by far, in my opinion, in the most difficult position. Not only do you have to deal with Tessmann going back and forth with you, every 7 minutes or so, all of a sudden a Spencer Rivkin pops up for a little while, and then he goes away.
A Spencer Ripken pops up.
He just comes out of nowhere, and then he's gone again.
Yep. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Wow, jumping all the way to the wood section like Evan Vail was doing in the B main.
Ripken losing a little bit of time to Mayfield through that section there.
But then the next lap, he'll make it up just because that's what happens in this race.
There they go down the front stretch. Around the right-hand sweeper. Mayfield, Rivkin, Tessmann, Cavalieri, and Champlin now your top 5. Jared Tebo dropping the number 7 spot. Ryan Lutz has worked his way up into 6. Asking in the chat there, where does Spencer come from when he just magically appears like that? So the different pit schedules that they're on, Spencer pitting at the 9-minute mark. Mayfield.
So Tessmann with a mistake going to drop back. He has a 33.3 second lap. He is now 4.4 behind Spencer.
And only 1.8 ahead of Ryan Cavalieri in the number 4 spot.
So we've got people asking what happened to Tebo. He just is on a different pit schedule than Champlin, Cavalieri, and Lutz. Unfortunately, he's going to have some ground to make up if he wants to finish in the top 5.
Well, Mayfield right now with a near flawless run. Out front leading this one, Spencer Ripken in that number 2 spot. And Mayfield is doing exactly what he needs to do at this point and just try to put as much of a gap on Ripken as possible. As Ripken should be coming in to pit, I believe, maybe this lap.
Yeah. There he goes.
He is into pit lane. That's going to drop him back, I think, to the 3rd place spot. Tessmann may have been far enough back that he may not have lost the spot to Tessmann.
So Ripken losing time in pit lane with a 5.2. Cavalieri with a 5.2 and Broc Champlin with a 5.1. I don't know who's pitting for Champlin. It may be TJ Eller and Brock's mom. Maybe somebody else.
Kurt Winger, maybe?
No, that's Alex K's pit guy.
Okay.
Oh, wow, Mayfield. Getting loose.
Well, Ryan out front right now. Now he's got some breathing room until the next time that he pits, and that is when Spencer Ripken will magically appear again. Poof, poof. Tessmann. I mean, poof, Ripken. So Tessmann back up at the number 2 spot here. The battle for 2nd and 3rd. Coming down the front stretch between Tessmann and Rivkin. They're going to be 1.5 seconds apart here with 16:30 left to go in this race. Ryan Cavalieri still in 4th. Broc Champlin in the number 5 spot. As we're looking at Ryan Mayfield here, he works his way onto the left-hand side of the track, up and over that triple. Drops back down the front stretch he goes. Mayfield out front, his fast lap still at 29.3. Fast lap on the track still belongs to Tessmann, that 29.0 on lap number 15. But Ripken's fast lap at 29.2. At what point, Tyler, do you think that the tires are going to go beyond being fast and start slowing down again?
They won't.
You don't think so?
No. They'll
Okay.
get harder to drive, but they'll be even faster.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I ran on slicks earlier in, I believe, my 1/8 final, whichever one was last.
Okay.
And it was really hard to drive, but it was the fastest lap times I had.
Oh.
So now we've got a battle between Champlin and Lutz. Champlin in the green and black associated, Lutz in the normal pink and blue Agama.
There they go onto the right-hand side of the track. Broc Champlin, another one. I think this might be his first Nitro Roar Nationals, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not.
Champlin?
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
And here he finds himself running in the number 5 spot in the A main of truck. And on the back door, Ryan Cavalieri now. Battle for 4th and 5th. Down the front stretch they go.
Former teammates. Cavalieri moving to S-Works. Champlin staying with Associated. The kid's got some pace right now.
Cavalieri driving a wide truck, trying to keep Champlin behind him.
Cavalieri saying, I've been doing this longer than you've been alive, kid.
You're not going by.
Oh, wow. That might be it right there. Cavalieri holding on to it. Oh, no. Champlin with a mistake.
That's not good. That's going to allow Ryan Lutz to go by him as well.
I think Tebo also.
$31 minutes down, 14 to go.
Rivkin is right behind Tessmann now. He's still about 5.3 seconds out of the lead.
Up and over the left-hand side of the track they go right now, 4.8 seconds ahead.
Mayfield into the pits. Tessmann into the pits.
Oh,
Rivkin to the front.
Now your race leader here, Mayfield, dropping to the number 2 spot. This is the first time in this entire race that Mayfield has lost the lead as Rivkin takes over the number 1 spot now.
So something just happened outside. I'm not sure what it was. Cavalieri out of gas.
Oh, no, a flame out.
Oh, he must have flamed out coming into pit lane.
Well, Rivkin out front now. Mayfield in the number 2 spot. Tessmann in the 3 spot. Ryan Lutz in the 4. Jared Tebo in the 5. Making their way around here. We're looking at Spencer Rivkin, your race leader. Ryan Mayfield right there behind him in second. Lutz in the pits now. Tebo's in the pits.
So Mayfield still, even now that he's in second, he can pace off of Ripken. Still, I think, in the most difficult position because Spencer here in a couple minutes is going to pit, and Mayfield's not going to have anybody to pace off of anymore. He's just going to disappear, and then all of a sudden, with 7 minutes left to go after Mayfield's pit stop, Ripken's going to be there again.
Coming up on the 33-minute mark as they work their way across the plywood section.
The best thing he can do right now is try to get in front of Ripken before Ripken pits.
Here he comes up and over the triple. He's definitely trying to close that gap up. Here they come down the front straight now. That time by Rivkin, a 30.2. Mayfield with a 30 flat. 0.2 of a second gain there by Mayfield. Onto the back straight they go, coming back into the infield here. Rivkin hitting that tight inside line. Mayfield right there behind him. They drop down into the Thornhill step up now.
So Rivkin holding on right now. He should be pitting at the 36-minute mark. So he's got 2.5 more minutes to hold on. Tessmann with a long lap, 34-second lap. He's now 9 seconds behind Mayfield and 10 seconds behind Spencer.
Oh,
Mayfield, slight mistake.
Up on 2 wheels there. That allows Rivkin to gain a little bit of time on him there. 29.8 for Rivkin to 30.1 for Mayfield. Tessmann in third, Champlin in fourth. Lutz, Tebo, Ogden, Stees, Bornhorst, Phend, Tollard, Vail, Kosciuszek, VanDalen, and Cavalieri. Looks like Cavalieri out of this one. Oh, somebody, that may have been Joe Bornhorst.
I think it was.
I think upside down with no turn marshal. Mayfield is really putting the pressure on Ripken right now as they work their way back around onto the right-hand side of the track.
Wow, that was a good line through the plywood for Ripken. 29.5 to a 30.2. So we're back to the little bit of a yo-yo effect like we were talking about earlier. Mayfield was quicker the previous lap. Spencer quicker this lap.
And here they come back around right here. Rivkin and Mayfield down the front stretch. They got 9:30 left to go. Oh, Ogden taking a tumble. I got a feeling Rivkin may...
Oh, Mayfield with another little mistake. Rivkin may
pit this lap. We'll see.
Oh, I bet they can go one more. We'll see. You might be right.
This is a tough spot to be in if you're Rivkin, especially if the 9 minutes is really pushing it, because he's kind of smack dab in the middle. Ripken goes on by. He's going to go one more lap before he makes that pit stop.
Do or die time. Hopefully the pit guy's got the calculations right. He was going a little bit long, though, on the previous one, so he should be okay. Oh, I feel for all of them right now because this is the most stressful lap for them.
Well, 8:45 left to go. Here comes Rivkin. Rivkin on the left-hand side. We'll see if we can catch him coming into pit lane here.
Here he is.
Into pit lane he goes. It's Saxton and Telke, and he is in and out. Good pit stop for him right there.
Joe Bornhorst being very courteous. Oh, Spencer with a mistake.
That's exactly what Ryan Mayfield needs at this point, is for Rivkin to make a few more of those mistakes.
What that's telling me also is that they are on full slicks now. If you get out of the groove, it's over.
Here they come back around onto the left-hand side. Ryan Mayfield out front. Spencer Rivkin in second. Ty Tessmann in third. Rivkin going to be 6.9 seconds back from Mayfield. Man, it is going to be close at the pit stop here when Mayfield makes his pit.
Let's see what is the gap. It is 7 seconds.
7 seconds right now. And last time Mayfield's pit stop was a 4.8 second stop, not including the entrance and exit. Here's Mayfield here coming back around onto the left-hand side. Mayfield should be making a pit stop this time around. No.
It's going to go one more.
He's going on by.
At 7.5, they should have fuel in the tank. I bet he can go closer to 9, but not enough to make 9 comfortable.
So he's going to add one more lap in between him here. This should be his pit lap as he drops down up into the Thornhill step. Up he goes. Mayfield, Rivkin, Tessmann, Tebo, Champlin, Lutz, Ogden, Stees, Phend, Bornhorst, Tollard, Kosciuszek, Vail, VanDalen, Cavalieri. And here comes Mayfield now in the pits. Take a look at our AKA pit lane cam. Mayfield is in and out. A good pit stop for him there.
Don't see Spencer.
Wow.
There he is.
So Ryan Mayfield comes out, the leader here in this one with 6:30 left to go, but Spencer Ripken right there behind him. No more pit stops for either of these drivers. Ty Tessmann going to be in the number 3 spot, still Jared Tebo in the 4 spot. Ty Tessmann, though, is 15 seconds back from these drivers. I'm going to say, just like qualifying, this one is going to come down to one of these two right here. Spencer Ripken or Ryan Mayfield for the win.
Mayfield with a 4.6 second pit time to Spencer Ripken's 5.1. Tessmann with the fastest at a 4.5.
Incredible right there. Ty Tessmann's pit time, he gained half a second, over half a second on Ripken just with a pit stop.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. Here they come back around. Ryan Mayfield onto the left-hand side. Ripken right there with him. 5:30 left to go. They double down the front stretch. Mayfield gets a little bit loose coming onto the front straight. Rivkin trying to close that gap up on him right now. Here they come right now. Spencer Ripken closing the gap up on him. He's all over the back door. Ryan Mayfield, 5 minutes to go now. Onto the left-hand side. Here they come back down the front straight. Onto the right side now. Ripken diving to the inside. Mayfield taking the outside line. That time by the line of 29.8 for Mayfield, 29.7 for Rivkin. Back through this intersection. Ripken dropping back just a little bit here in this one, dropping down off the plywood into the Thornhill step up. Oh, somebody off the backside of the track back there. First and second. Look at Ripken now, really closing up the gap. Here they come down the front stretch. 4:30 left to go. 30.2 for both drivers. This is going to come down to a last lap finish, I think.
It's looking like it.
Ripken made a little mistake there, went wide in the top right corner, dropped back a bit for Mayfield. Up and over the triple now, coming onto the left side, back down the front straight. This time around, Mayfield with a 29.7, Ripken with a 30.0.
Mayfield doing all he can to gap it back out.
As they work their way onto the backside of the track, being J Concept's teammates, I'm assuming that they're both going to be on probably the same tire.
I believe they're both on ellipses. I don't know what compound, though.
So tire wear should be pretty much the same for the two of them.
And Spencer right back on his back bumper.
They come back around right now. Onto the backside of the track, coming into the infield here. Mayfield, Rivkin, Tessmann, Lutz, and Champlin, your top five. Tebo's dropped to the 6th spot now.
Tebo only half a second behind Champlin.
Oh. Rivkin make a little bobble there, drops back a bit from Mayfield this time around. Mayfield with his new fastest lap of the race, his personal best of 29.3. Rivkin with a 29.8 that time by. .245 left to go here in this one. As Ryan Mayfield up and over the triple, he goes right there. Spencer Ripken in the number 2 spot. Back down the front stretch they go now. Into the top right corner they go. Mayfield and Ripken first and second. It was a battle of the pit strategies here in this one. And it was going to be close call to see who came out on top. Oh no! Spencer Ripken with a big mistake on the backside over the Thornhill step up. That may have just sealed the deal for Ryan Mayfield. Mayfield coming down the front stretch now. Onto the right side of the track he goes, dropping down. So Ryan Mayfield now out to a 2.9 second lead over Rivkin. Rivkin making that mistake on the back jump. Ty Tessmann is 21 seconds back in 3rd. Here comes your leader right now, Ryan Mayfield, your top qualifier here for the truck class. On the left side, he drops down. 1 minute, 30 seconds left to go. He's still got a 2.4 second lead right now in Spencer Rivkin. Rivkin that time by with a 29.6. Mayfield with a 30.1. So Rivkin gained 0.4 of a second just that last lap. So Rivkin is on fire right now as he's trying to catch up to Ryan Mayfield. Through the switchbacks they go onto the left-hand side. You can see Ryan Mayfield working his way through traffic. Everybody getting out of his way. He steps down with 1 minute to go. 2 laps left here in this one. It'll be close. Oh, little mistake there for Ryan Mayfield.
1 minute to go.
Here comes Mayfield as he's working his way across the plywood there. There you can see in the split screen, Mayfield and Ripken standing next to one another on the driver's stand right now. There goes Ripken. And here comes Mayfield down the front stretch, out front leading the way. Mayfield now only 2 seconds with 30 seconds left to go. Here they come back around through the switchbacks, coming through again here over the plywood. 20 seconds left to go. Ryan Mayfield. He may get one more lap after this one. It's going to be close. 10 seconds left on the clock. Look at Spencer Ripken. He is pushing so hard right now with 5 seconds. They got one more lap to go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's coming down to this one. A 29-2 for Spencer Ripken. He gained 1 full second on Mayfield. Here they come onto the back side of the track. Look at Spencer Ripken. Ripken is all over the back door. Ryan Mayfield now up over the plywood they go. Into the Thornhill step up they go. They've got traffic up ahead of them through the switchbacks. Up and over the little tabletop into the triple section. 2 corners to go now. Here comes Mayfield. Up and over the double and down the start he goes. Ryan Mayfield, your winner, your 2019 Roar National Champion here in the truck class. Spencer Rivkin taking second. Ryan Lutz will take third on the last lap. While all that was happening, Ryan Lutz ends up taking third. The Yagama driver. Sorry, my bad.
What an exciting race.
What a finish. Unbelievable.
All right, Roar Nationals, new Roar National Champion for 2019 in Pro Nitro Truck. We have Ryan Mayfield.
Yeah.
I have to say, I was calling it in the booth the whole time. I said you had the hardest race to run of any of the guys, having to be out front by yourself. Then all of a sudden Spencer would show up and then he would yo-yo back again.
Yeah.
How was it having to deal with that?
I was just trusting in my my knowledge of how these races kind of play out. You know, I knew that as long as I could just gap them a little bit in the beginning, I knew my truck was really good on fresh tires. It was just as fast as the other guys in warm-up when they all had used tires and I had brand new tires on. So I figured if I had new tires on, they were on used tires, I was still faster, then maybe I'm faster than them with new tires, right? So in the beginning, I just put my head down and just put in the best possible laps I could, try to get a little bit of a gap because I knew Spencer was going to go 9. I was assuming Ty was going to go 9 as well. I just couldn't risk it. My fuel mileage was like right at the 10-20 mark. But on this track, tire wear and all that stuff, I just didn't want to lose it by running out of gas. I'd rather lose it on fuel mileage or a better strategy call. So, and then at the end, I knew every time I came out, I was still in front of them. I'm like, okay, well, eventually we're going to pit at the same time. As long as we're just head-to-head, then I got a shot. That's all, you know what I mean? So he was hauling ass. He was driving really good, and he drove me really clean, which, you know, that's awesome, and that's hard to do on this track. It's freaking hard out there. So whole team did an amazing job. Joe and Adam in the pits, fantastic. Truck ran perfect. MBX AT. I didn't think she was going to have enough steering for this style track, but we dialed it in, and it was awesome all week. MX engines, I mean, I had so much freaking horsepower. It was nuts. Coming on the straightaway, I felt like I was going to wheelie that thing once in a while. So J Concepts tires, we ran some clay ellipses out there. Apparently they made the whole 45-minute race. We thought they were going to blow apart, but they survived. And yeah, thanks to everybody. Thanks to LiveRC, Thornhill. This is super cool.
Yeah, congratulations and go celebrate with the team.
Thank you.
All right, so our second place finisher was Mr. Spencer Rivkin. Possibly in the best seat of the house for most of the race. You had that 9-minute pit schedule, so every 9 minutes or so you would be able to see where Mayfield was, be able to kind of see the gap. But is it hard to do when you're not actually right next to him?
Not really. My pit guys, Brent, Richard, Brent on the mic, were telling me what I needed to do for pace-wise and what I needed to be better on the track. So it wasn't really that difficult. It was actually nice driving by myself, and then towards the end, when I knew we were going to come out at the same time, it was actually easier to follow, of course. My last pit stop, I was in the kitty litter, which kind of cost me the dagger to get in front of him on my last pit stop. But it is what it is. I drove the best I could and gave it all I had. My teammates behind me, Brent, Richard, Alex K, Brock, Cole. I mean, seriously, Jackson, this has been a true team effort battle all along the way here. I just want to thank all my sponsors for giving me the best equipment there is. So it was fun out there. I'm having a blast. I'm looking forward to Buggy.
Congratulations. Good luck for the rest of the day. Go celebrate with the rest of the team.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
All right, and surprise, third place finisher right at the end, Ryan Lutz. Where did that come from?
That's a victory for me, buddy. First off, thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. That was amazing. That was Just an intense race. I was the only one of 2 drivers on an outdoor pattern. Ran a soft long wear. Most everyone else was on clay. I was playing the long game again, and tires just got a little bit better and better. I had to start 9th and kind of battle back there for a while, lost some traction. And then on the 4th stop, we had a little bit of a mishap, lost 4 or 5 seconds, but made up for it, caught up, and just put in a good battle.
Yeah, so another one of the drivers who's on that 9-minute pit schedule. I actually noticed that your pit guys pitted early in the first couple. So did you have to stretch? It seemed like you came in at like the 8:42 mark for the first one.
Yeah, we were actually doing the 7:30 schedule, just going a little bit later than that to have a clear pit lane and to have a nice window of opportunity to come in when we needed to later.
Wow, that's even crazier knowing that some of the other guys in the top 5 were doing 9. You only did 7.5, just coming in super late. So you had that extra stop then.
I think we could have. We just didn't want to risk it. Just with the weather here, with that rain that came down in the middle of the race, who knows if the humidity could have gone up and run time could have gone down, so we just played it safe.
Well, congratulations on your 3rd place, or what you would consider a win. Go celebrate with the new team, a Gamma Racing driver, Ryan Lutz, finishing 3rd. And that's your top 3 here at the Roar Nationals.
Wow, what a way there to end our Truck A main. Congratulations to all those drivers. A well-fought battle there for all of our top 3. And as all that excitement was going down with Ryan Mayfield and Spencer Ripken, we're following that battle for 1st and 2nd. They're on that final